Hey everybody, welcome to I'm Not Crying, You're Crying, the show about anything and everything because it's our show. And I'm here with our usual cast, Jaco.
Hey. I'm super happy. Fuck you guys. Hi.
Hello, everybody.
Hey.
Hi, everybody.
Whoa, Jay, are you on coke or what's going on? You got some.
I'm finally purity.
Excuse me?
I don't think you understand how puberty works. You sound like you shrunk down to 2 feet tall.
Puberty makes your voice go deeper, not higher.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, and well, Jay, welcome, and Juan.
Hello, motherfucker.
Hello, motherfucker. What are you doing your Sam Jackson impression today?
Hello,
motherfucker.
What is that? Sam Jackson?
No, man, that's Sergeant
Billy D.
Dokes.
Williams.
That's Sergeant Dokes, and I'm Sean.
No. That's surprise, motherfucker.
Hello, motherfucker.
No, it's surprise, motherfucker. Yeah, that's it, Jay.
Supplies, motherfucker.
All right, motherfucker. Some fries, motherfucker. And I'm Sean, and this is our theme music. Hey everybody, welcome back to I'm Not Crying, You're Crying, the show about anything and everything.
Reviews.
Have you ever had a dream that you...
I like turtles.
I'm glad that you like turtles. Thanks, man. Well, welcome back to the show, everybody. Episode 8 of season 7. This is after our Christmas crossover, so welcome back. Thank you for holding on. That was a long one. 2 hours and 18 minutes of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Which still my favorite sound from that entire thing is this. You guys ready? I don't know where to go. It's gone.
Santa.
He sounded so ill. Santa. But yeah, welcome back.
Just for clarification, how long is Rudolph?
Depends on if you're asking what's his girlfriend's name? Trixie?
It's like a 45-minute runtime, right?
Clarice.
Yeah, ask Clarice how long Rudolph is.
He says long.
No, it was like 15 minutes. It was almost under an hour.
And we reviewed it in 2 hours.
Well, to be fair, it was like an hour and a half, and then we did our topics. But anyway, yeah. So we are back, and as usual, guys, you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at INCYCSHOW. You can email us at INCYCSHOW@gmail.com. And remember that wherever you listen to this show, take time to review the podcast. And if you're on iTunes, that definitely helps because that controls the algorithm that helps us surface and find more people like you. And with that said, gentlemen, how are you?
I'm good, Sean.
Thank you, Jay. Juan, I think Juan's dead.
How are you, Sean? What's happening in your life that's so exciting?
Exciting. So we skipped a week, and that wasn't just because we did the Christmas crossover with the Inside the Idiot box. Now, I had a baby.
You had a baby?
Yeah, me.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I took a huge dump, and then a baby was in it. I'm kidding. No, my wife had a baby, and now I'm an innocent victim of sleep deprivation trials. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy.
You're gonna miss the black tar poop stage, man.
You know what I miss? I miss sleep, Juan. I miss regular intervals of sleep.
Let's face it. That lasted what, like 4 years?
Do you know how long that 4 years is when you're not sleeping regularly?
I don't know. I haven't slept regularly, but
it is. The thing is. So here's the other thing, right? So I don't know I don't think I sent you a picture, Jay, but I know Juan has seen the new baby.
DNA test.
This baby is blonde. I kid you fucking not. This baby is fucking blonde, and so
light skin blonde.
Yeah, like light skin, like highlights, really really blonde. So.
I can't really talk shit because both my kids, my biological kids, look white as hell, man.
Hey, Sean, what does the mailman look like?
He is a blonde-haired, blue-eyed guy. It's crazy.
Lying sack of shit, man. Lying sack of shit. I haven't seen that blue eye.
Well, I mean, we live on different streets. But anyway, yeah. So, I have a new baby, and that has been fun getting adjusted to that. This is my second child, so I'm not, like, crazy out of my depth. I just forgot of, like, how much of a lump the kids are right in the beginning, and then how needy they become between the ages of like 6 months and for like 18, maybe forever. I don't know.
All they do is eat, sleep, and poop, man.
On repeat.
Yeah.
Well,
wait
They also wreck shit.
Oh,
No,
man.
not at this stage, man. At this stage, it's the adorable stage. Once they start rolling around, that's when you have to like be careful with your shit.
You know what's really funny is like, so the other thing about babies is that people are showing off my baby to other people. So we want to go to a doctor, and doctor's like, hey, can I show your baby to these other nurses over here? And it's just like,
We want to point and laugh at you because the baby looks nothing like you.
yeah, it's like I get, because I guarantee she went out there. And she went out there. She's like, hey, so this little blonde baby in here with this really black guy, and I don't think this baby is his. She's like, no, show me the baby.
The nurse was like, hey, is this a friend of yours, this black guy?
Like, that's my husband. Ooh, did you not tell him?
Girl.
You know, the movies don't really show off when the kid comes out looking black. This is the first time I've heard it in the reverse fashion.
Yeah, and then the last thing I'll say before we get too deep into it is that so the day that my daughter was born, I had gone back to the house to pick up some stuff we had left behind because we weren't expecting her to come that day. And so my wife tells me that the nurse that was attending to her that night goes, hey, oh, this baby's adorable. She has blonde hair. Yo, she must get the blonde hair from her husband and from your husband. And my wife goes, no. She's like, oh, what nationality is your husband? Oh, he's black. She goes, oh. Okay. And then she walks out. And I immediately think that like our baby was gossip in the nurse's station. It's great.
She got on the phone with Maury.
Do I have a story for you? Yeah, but anyway, but that's what's going on with me, Jay. Thank you for asking.
Protect that Captain America shield when she starts crawling, man.
Why?
What?
She's going to find a way to break it.
It's plastic.
She's going to break it. Dude, you've seen my children.
Yeah, your children are animals.
Yeah, it's very true.
Take that back.
What?
I will fucking cut you.
You just said that your children not in the destructor stage of their life?
I wouldn't call them animals.
Okay,
especially
sorry.
Especially when the two little fuckers love you more than life itself.
I didn't say I didn't love those animals. I just said they're crazy.
I'm gonna just drop them off naked in your house, have them go full fucking wild thornberries.
If you would have did that like 6 months ago, I wouldn't have had any diapers. So bring them over.
You know what my nephew likes to do? He's 4. He likes to come into my room, and then he finds the things that I know are important to me,
and breaks in front of you and watches a tear come out.
No, he likes to toy with the idea of it being broken.
Oh, he's like threatening you. He's like, look,
Yeah.
Like, this is a nice vase you got here.
Dude, one time he took it was a bottle of water, and he just dumped it all on the floor for no other reason than just to do it. And then he runs out.
As he yells, that's to teach you a lesson.
You know, that's one of the many adorable things that your kids do, Juan. And when they come over to the house for movie night, his youngest will like grab something and Juan's like, no. She'll look at him, smile, and then run away. It's adorable. It's adorable.
It's adorable because it's not like the regular human run. It's like the waddle penguin run. Like you just see her with her ass and legs moving from side to side like a fucking penguin. But the thing is, she does the smile like, I know I'm not supposed to do it, and fuck you, catch me, old man.
That's true. Also, fuck you, catch me, old man. But yeah. So anyway, yeah. How about you, Juan or Jay? Yeah. So I got baby stuff for days now. But how about you, Jay or Juan? What's going on?
Yeah, Juan, what's going on with you?
Nothing much. The end.
Well, thank you, Juan.
Well, that's cool, I guess.
Yeah. I look forward to this podcast when my best friends can fucking make fun of me and I go to bed crying. So let's do this. Let's start the fucking show.
You've never gone to bed crying.
I cry from my penis every night.
Do you cry from your penis every night?
Those aren't emotional tears.
Oh, okay.
Juan, I'm sorry that you cry from your penis. You know, you should get a doctor to look at that. Crying from your penis happens to 0% of men.
Not true.
Are you okay over there, man? So, anyway, so the last 2 weeks have been pretty interesting. You guys keeping up with with Elon Musk and Twitter? You guys keeping up with that guy?
With the Kardashians?
Yeah.
I haven't heard much about Elon. It was mostly like the World Cup and Argentina winning the World Cup.
You're following the World Cup? Don't tell Juan. He goes there for a good time.
I don't follow it, but
it was hard not to hear about it.
Yeah, because you get bombarded with Argentina winning, and
everybody jumped on the Argentinian bandwagon, man. And even on that Sunday when they won, you're driving to areas where you think they don't care about football, and you just hear the honking and people celebrating.
Yeah.
I haven't heard a goddamn thing about the World Cup, but also I have not been looking at TV. I've been following Twitter though.
Well, Argentina won against France. Lionel Messi was like, this was an important one because it's his first World Cup and probably his last.
Why?
I think he's old, man. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. But the reason why I bring up Elon Musk is because the saga of Twitter continues. So I think a couple weeks ago we talked about how Elon Musk was going to buy Twitter, and then he was trying to back out. Well, he tried to back out, and then the board of directors of Twitter tried to figure him all out. But since then, he's fired a bunch of people. He's changed a bunch of policies. He's tried to double verify people. It has been an absolute mess over at Twitter. But now, in recent news, there's another ploy to kind of oust him from Twitter, and I think he's trying to make it look like the people did it. He's just doing what the people want him to do. So like, do you guys have a Twitter account at all that you are active on?
Oh no.
No. Well, I have one, but I just don't use it.
Yeah, I just follow people.
Lots of people have left Twitter to go to other platforms, and so one of the things that really pissed off people is that he stopped letting people link to other platforms from Twitter. So if you had a link tree or Instagram or Facebook that you're using to tweet things from to link people to your content, it doesn't work anymore. Doesn't work. He fired like 7,000 people, so Twitter is being held together by like duct tape and I think like 7 nerds on like monsters and caffeine. And then, but anyway, they're making this ploy to get rid of him, and so they're essentially going to make him choose between running Tesla and running Twitter. If I'm Elon Musk, I go back to running Tesla, but I don't know. What do you guys think?
I don't know what his plans for Twitter are.
His plans were to make Twitter this freedom of speech mecca. Like if you're on Twitter, anything says goes.
Unless you make fun of him.
Because
he's banned people, right?
He has banned people for for body shaming him. He's banned people for pretending to be him. He's banned people for because again, if you're not following too closely, there was a point where you could, if you were paying for you had to pay for this verification check. So you can get the verification check and then change your username to Elon Musk, and then once you change it to Elon Musk, you say whatever you want. And so the people of Twitter were doing it as a statement to say that like having this verification check means something because only people of substance, people of I won't say substance, people of renown should have this thing. Anyway, so then they created another check mark to do so. All in, I think Twitter is a very valuable tool. I don't know how much longer it sticks around if Elon Musk is going to run it. Do you guys think it'll be along for the? Why do you think
it's a valuable tool?
Oh, because I think it's a quick way to connect with people. I think it's the shortest degrees of separation between you and whoever you follow, right? So like, if you follow a celebrity, that celebrity is essentially talking to you, and you can then reply.
Isn't that what Instagram is as well?
Is it?
Can't you reply to a celebrity on that one?
You can.
Can't you slide into their DMs?
You could, but like this is like almost having like a public, like imagine being in a room full of people. Like the way I imagine Twitter is like, imagine Michael Jackson is in a room and all of his followers are in that same room. So Michael Jackson will say,
"They look awfully young."
God damn, dude.
Well, all right, Chris Hansen. Well, he'll say something, and then someone can yell back, "Yeah, I agree. They look awfully young." And you know what I mean? He may like that tweet, right? But I just feel like that's the kind of stage that Twitter's at, where Instagram is kind of like, "Oh, hey, I'm passing."
I thought they can like tweets and respond to you.
Yeah, you can like tweets and you can retweet them, and you can,
Instagram. Can't you do that on Instagram too?
You can respond. You can send them messages. So you're having a conversation. So the way I see Instagram is like, Instagram's like a store. Everybody has a store. You go into Instagram, you look through their little Instagram store full of their little photos. And then, you go, "Oh, I like this photo." And then you click it, right? And then you go, "Hey, I want to send this to my friend who I think might also like this photo of, name that celebrity, Michael Jackson," And that's how I imagine Instagram. But anyway, Anyway, but I think that's why I think Instagram, Twitter is a valuable tool because you can get, if you have enough followers, get a lot of information out to a lot of people in a little bit of time.
But don't you think TikTok would probably do that better?
You know, I don't know if TikTok, the way I imagine TikTok is like short form YouTube, you know, like you want to learn how to cook, how to make a sandwich. TikTok will teach you how to make a sandwich in 15 seconds. Well,
or like for follow too. Or, or like and follow for part two.
It'll teach you the Gordon Ramsay way to make a sandwich. It's like bread, meat, condiments, lettuce, tomatoes, done. Whereas YouTube will go, hey, first you know what I mean? Like I think TikTok, it's a little more catchy, a little more value. I think they figured out their algorithm to keep your the scrolling hole going or whatever. But I don't think it would replace
TikTok is
Twitter.
a successful Vine essentially.
Well, TikTok's losing money too, and they're losing creators because they're not paying them. They're not paying them.
Isn't it harder to make money off of TikTok than it is on the other platforms?
It is because TikTok isn't monetized as well as the other platforms, let's say Instagram, Facebook, Twitter.
Does Twitter monetize people?
They do now under Elon Musk,
but not before.
Well, they did, but it was a little harder to do. But YouTube Shorts actually pays better than TikTok right now.
So sorry,
no. But once TikTok figures it out, like they basically they'll have YouTube Shorts by the short and curlies because for that very reason, because I think people are a little more in tune to that and expect that. Like
Twitter, the verified check mark that they have, wasn't that essentially just verifying that you are who you are?
Yes, but that was it was a lot harder to get. So what Elon Musk did was he made it so that if you were paying for it, he made a subscription fee. So basically, he was trying to find a way to make Twitter profitable so that he could basically sell it again. So he said that if you're paying for like Twitter Blue, then now this verification checkmark comes with your subscription, which means that like not just celebrities or people of renown now have this checkmark. Anybody who's paying $8 a month can have this checkmark. So it becomes like a status symbol, and it also shows how many active users that are paying for their experience on Twitter.
Why can't he monetize it like all other social medias and blast it with ads? Or did he want to avoid the ads?
Twitter is subsidized with ads, but only, I can't remember the exact number because I was just reading an article about this not that long ago. But he is trying to basically amp that revenue because he also wants to pay people to be on their platform. I think the cut is like 75, 30, 35, something like that for the creator, but I can't exactly remember. But anyway, before we get too far off, but anyway, I just wanted to ask you guys if you thought that Twitter, Elon Musk, if this is like a flash pan piece of history that will go down as like the crazy thing that happened, like Arnold Schwarzenegger being the governor, not anything too detrimental happened, but celebrity was the governor, you know what I mean? Like, or is it something that's going to change the way social media is actually do something?
Celebrity was the governor. That is the dumbest shit ever.
Why?
Because before Arnold, you had Ronald Reagan, who was also a celebrity.
I know, but of my generation, our generation, this generation.
I was around for Ronald Reagan, not his governorship, but his president.
Okay. Thank you for answering the question. How about you, Jay?
Well, I mean, I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal, really. It might be like when the Power Rangers got sold to Disney and then they got bought back by Saban.
Yeah.
I mean, it'll be just a little different, but then once he figures out that he really can't profit or make it better, he's probably going to sell it off to somebody else.
I wonder what happens after this, right? Because then, so someone has to figure out how to do what Elon's trying to do, but like in ways that don't seem like, oh shit, Elon was right. But we'll see. We'll see what the future holds. Now, to creep you guys out a little bit more about the future, you guys heard about Chat QBT?
No.
That sounds like some AI bullshit.
That's exactly what it is. So you haven't heard of it at all?
Nope. Is that the I'm going to sound very stupid right now. Never mind.
No, go for it, Juan. I guarantee you won't sound stupid.
Please enlighten us.
No, right now, a lot of people have been utilizing this stupid AI shit to enhance their pictures. Is that related?
No, but that's part of it. So you're talking about.
So
you're talking about two separate things, but both driven by artificial intelligence. So Chat GPT is a free open platform AI that you can chat into right now, and it would give you almost anything you want. So YouTubers right now have been going crazy with it by having it write versions of their own episodes or do reviews on like different things that they do reviews on. So I follow a lot of tech channels, and so those tech channels like do a review of the iPhone 10, and it'll basically write an entire review of the iPhone 10.
It'll script it for you, and then you just
yeah.
wow.
So like, it's kind of crazy. So and so then people have been using this to like write all kinds of things. Like there's a guy who wrote a children's story who asked it, hey, can you write me a children's story about, the Avengers taking over, blah. And then he published that thing, and then he made a bunch of money off of publishing it. And now people found out that he did that. So they're just wondering like, well, should we still be paying him money for this? Because technically he didn't write it. So my question to you about this Chat GPT is A, you never heard of it, but B, do you think that, what do you think something like this does for what it means to own content and create content?
I don't know. That's a weird line, It's like the self-driving car. Like who's at fault if, it malfunctions?
Yeah, it's very, very true. I just asked it to write me a stand-up joke. Ready, Jay? You ready?
Yeah.
I went to the doctor the other day, and he told me I had a sugar addiction. And I was like, Doc, I don't have a sugar addiction. I have a chocolate addiction. Sugar is just a delivery system.
How's that funny?
Well, obviously you don't get the punchline, Juan, and that's okay.
No, I get it. It's not funny.
But a computer wrote that joke. I said, write me a stand-up joke, and that's what it did.
Can you tell it one more time?
Tell it one more time to write a stand-up joke?
No. Just tell me that same joke one more time.
I went to the doctor the other day, and he had told me that I had a sugar addiction. And I was like, Doc, I don't have a sugar addiction. I have a chocolate addiction. Sugar is just a delivery system.
That disapproving old man grunt.
Well, the thing is that, again, a computer wrote this. And all I did was say, write a stand-up joke. You know what I mean? Like,
what else can you ask it to do?
You can ask it whatever. So Juan, what does this mean for ownership? If I went on stage and performed this joke, nobody would laugh. But that's not the point. The point is that
I don't think the joke is original, though.
No? Okay.
No.
Who did the robot steal this joke from?
Yeah, Carlos Mencia, who stole it from somebody else.
Why don't you Google it? Google it, and I guarantee you it's not an original joke.
I mean, that's not the point. I mean, the point is...
No, it is a point, because maybe he's being fooled that it's an AI when it's not an AI. It's just a fucking a database collecting useless information. And when somebody comes along and says, write me a joke, they'll go, randomizer. Why did the chicken cross the road? Get the other side. Now you have a dumb motherfucker going, hey, this AI just wrote a chicken joke.
Juan, you give me a subject. You give me a subject, I'll put it in right now.
Your mom.
About your mom.
Is he doing a joke about your mom, or is he writing content about your mom?
It's typing it out right now. It said, sure, here's a stand-up comedy joke about your mom. My mom always tries to be fashionable, but she's not exactly up to date with the latest trends. She saw a pair of ripped jeans at the mall and asked me if they came with a repair kit. I'm like, Mom, those are supposed to look that way.
That's the end of the joke. It sounds more like a...
It's a funny observation. You take your old mom to the
all this does is write fucking jokes.
No. Juan,
so what else? Let's move on from the jokes, because maybe it's just your voice that's pissing me off, and you have no delivery system. What else can we ask it to do?
Juan, I think you're focusing on the wrong thing right now.
Seriously. Juan, the point is not that it can write stand-up jokes, right? And I just suck at delivering them. But my point here is that...
I don't think they're stand-up jokes, yeah.
I don't think you understand how stand-up works. But...
no, I don't. I'm not the comedian in the group.
We know. Believe me, we know.
Oh, just shut the fuck up already and tell it to do something else.
Well, no, we're having a discussion about it. I don't want a demonstration on it.
Yeah. My point here, Juan, is that this AI, this chat here, you can ask it to write you a synopsis of Interview with a Vampire. You can ask it to explain to you the intricacies of time travel or the Mandela effect.
Ask it if it's going to become self-aware and become Skynet.
And what I'm asking you, Juan, is that when you use it to create, right, and then you monetize that creation, do you deserve to be paid for that?
Yes.
Why?
Because you had the idea of asking the stupid robot.
Yes, but the robot did the work.
Who owns the robot?
The internet at this point.
Public domain.
But you don't find that to be a little scary, Juan, to like this machine that, like, I mean, Juan, what's the last
No,
time
because based off the 2 jokes that you told us, it's not material I'm willing to steal. Or let's say you ask it to come up with the most innovative or creative science fiction novel. Ask it for
No. We're not going to do any more demonstrations. I just need you to.
I just don't think it's worth
what's up, Jay?
even stealing.
What if, and this is probably the scariest, if someone asked it to write a Bible for a new religion and make up a new religion?
I can ask it right now.
We're not doing demonstrations.
But Juan, but here's the thing, Juan. Here's the thing, right? It could probably do that. It could.
Then ask it. I want to see it.
No.
Share your screen.
But the thing is, Juan,
can you share your screen? I'm kind of curious to see what the shit looks like.
Yes, I can't share my screen, but I think, Jay, that is a very scary thing because that just means 15 years from now, 10 years from now,
we'll have Scientology.
Who knows how much time from now, right? There's going to be some society out there who 100% is living off of some simulated reality. Right. So I find this thing to be very, very, to be crazy, all in and of itself. And more than that, it's free. So right now, everything that I pump into it, right, is just giving it more cannon fodder to help somebody else write a better stand-up joke or teach someone how to deliver a stand-up joke, right? So like, I just find that to be crazy, for a personal opinion. And I'm surprised you guys haven't heard of it yet because it's like taking the internet by storm. Now, the thing that you are talking about, Juan, the thing that you're specifically referencing is not the I can't stop sharing my screen. You're talking about what's called
something AI.
Yeah, you're talking about something AI, which is it's a photo app that people are paying like $8 to get their avatars like modified to look all science fiction fantasy-esque.
Wait, all these fucknuts are paying money for it?
Yeah, costs money.
Well, there goes me jumping on the bandwagon.
Well, I mean, if you got $8 to spend, but that's the other thing. So now the thing is that the big deal about that is that it is said that it's stealing from actual artists. So it's taking artist ideas and they are making it their own. So like, and these artists aren't getting credit. Like it's even down to the watermark down in the bottom right-hand side. It has even done stuff where it has copied that as well. And again, that's all done through AI. So the machine in and of itself doesn't know that it's doing it, but the person that wrote the code for it did know that it was doing it.
That son of a bitch.
Goddamn computer. Yeah, but anyway, I am very. Go ahead.
That sucks for artists who are trying to put their stuff out there, and then it's just getting stolen and utilized in the most meaningless way.
Yeah, yeah, to fill your social feeds with like several selfies of you that you curated to the world. I feel like the artists in and of themselves, I mean, maybe are mad or are happy because there's some exposure there that they weren't getting before. But overall, if I'm being honest, I feel like the person who wrote the AI just wasn't thoughtful in thinking, oh, well, it's not a big deal if I steal these things. Like, yeah, maybe they think they're doing these people a favor. You guys, who knows?
You ever watch the movie Her?
Oh, that's
Joaquin Phoenix?
Yeah.
And Scarlett Johansson?
Yeah, doesn't it seem like that type of AI is like it's coming, like that's right around the corner?
Yeah. I mean, it'll probably be Google before it's ever Siri, but yeah, that's it's crazy. You know, the thing that I found the most hilarious about the movie Her is that the AI, its thought process was so fast that it got bored just dating one person. So she was dating like, I don't know, 1 million different people at once.
Oh yeah. And she fell in love with all of them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think the most disturbing part of that movie was Joaquin Phoenix's mustache.
Yeah, that's a little creepy. Yeah, yeah. You know, but yeah. So I agree. This chat QPT is just the beginning of like what I think is the AI future, which I think if you guys remember that episode we did a couple weeks ago, last season, about that the internet not kind of being a shell. This is just one more thing. This is part of the shell kind of coming undone, I think.
But it's even more scary to think, like, as an artist, you're competing with not only other people, but you're competing with an algorithm that's going to steal your art.
Allegedly.
No, it is. I mean, it's taking your art, is recreating it faster than you can probably ever. Like, if you were hand painting some of these things, right? You couldn't reproduce them as quickly as this machine just did, right? Yeah.
What about the people that reproduce paintings?
Yes,
or people that satire paintings. It's no different. The only difference
but it
is
takes
that
time.
The only difference is we're getting up in arms because it's a fucking program that's doing it. How come people aren't getting up in arms if it's a fucking human doing it?
Because that they're recreating something. It's not just like some computer stealing it and then putting it out there and just distributing.
Is the computer monetizing from it?
Somebody is.
Yeah, a human, right?
But I think like
so same thing with the people that reproduce fucking art for themselves. Aren't they stealing it essentially and monetizing it?
How blown away would you be, Juan, if you found out that Andy Warhol was a robot that just made things in different colors? Like how like you pull back the curtain on Andy Warhol and it turns out he was just the functional version of, like, he was actually Johnny Five. Like he was.
That would make sense.
You know what I mean?
Laser lips.
The motherfucker did a movie of him eating a Whopper.
Andy Warhol?
Yes.
Why would you watch that? But anyway,
I don't know. Why would he even make it?
Who knows, man? Because the future is machines.
He was a machine enjoying a Whopper for the first time, and he wanted to record it, and we watched it.
Now,
but also think about, like, the kids growing up, and that they're taking a lot of, like, art and music classes away from children, and to have, like, a kid that's interested in art and they potentially want to put something out there and it gets stolen from.
Oh my God, Jay, you brought something. So, like, I think we talked about this when we talked about whether or not, like, they should remove all of R. Kelly's music, because everyone has a muse, right? So, like you just said, all of these AI driven images are on the internet. The kids are watching the internet. They don't know they're driven by AI, but they go, "Oh man, I'm inspired by this image by an artist that was stolen from an AI, from this AI." They create this art. Who are they imitating? The artist or the machine?
Yeah, it's insane.
And is their art less valid because it wasn't truly drawn from human inspiration, right? Like, I think it asks a deeper quandary of, like, I mean, does this machine not know that it's copying, or is it just doing what it's told? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I feel like we could be here all day, kind of in the weeds of whether or not it's right or not. The next thing I wanted to talk to you guys about was Trevor Noah. Now, I don't really follow the Tonight Show, the late show,
the Daily Show,
the Daily Show. You dumb motherfucker! You dumb motherfucker!
Juan, you didn't know that either.
Yes, I did. He took over for Stephen Colbert. No, wait.
He took over for Jon Stewart.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, you dumb motherfucker. Fuck you.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Didn't Stephen Colbert take over Jon Stewart?
No, Stephen Colbert had his own show called The Colbert Report.
You dumb motherfucker.
Fuck you. Stephen Colbert got his started in the Daily Show anyways.
I mean, Juan, you're beleaguering the point. The point here is that Trevor Noah is leaving the Daily Show after how long, Jay? Do you know how long he was on the show?
I don't know. I want to say 8 years. I don't really know.
So Trevor Noah leaving the Tonight Show, the Daily Show. Sorry. And he is going to go do what? Some more stand up, some more some more movies. I don't know. Like, what's his plan here? Juan, do you know anything about this?
I'm looking at it right now. He was a stand-up before that. He was actually a well-established stand-up before that, wasn't he, Jay?
I mean, I really didn't know Trevor Noah until he started hosting the Daily Show.
Because I started watching clips that surfaced of his stand-up from from before the Daily Show, and it seemed like he was an established comic, but not like to the likes of Eddie Murphy or Fluffy, but he was pretty good.
Thanks, man. Your benchmarks there are very, very vast. But he's been doing the Daily Show since 2015, and he's now quitting. And he's stopping doing the show this year, and doesn't really say why. But I think he's most well known as a Daily Show for just taking very sharp and pointed points on political things. When Trump was running for presidency, he had lots of pointed, sharp remarks to kind of say about that. Even when Kanye kind of went crazy and he said he's going to go DEFCON 3 on the Jews, he even had some pointed and funny things to say about that. Now, do you think that he's leaving this show because he feels like they're stifling his creativity, or do you think this is one of those things where behind the scenes he was like, "Hey, man, we got to get rid of you," and so front of house, so that NBC is that who does this? Or
Comedy Central.
So Comedy Central, sorry. So Comedy Central doesn't lose face with the public, because I think people really like Trevor Noah.
No, he's very charismatic, but I had seen the article I think a week ago, but I think people were attributing to the difficulty it is to do like political satire humor, and nobody appeared to do it with such ease since Jon Stewart, who really shaped that program for 16 years. But when I saw Trevor Noah and I think I got into the Daily Show podcast, recapping the show and all that shit. I thought he was funny and a lovable guy, and he didn't really hold back.
I'm gonna be honest. When he took over for Jon Stewart and he started hosting the Daily Show, I really didn't like him. It was only until the pandemic hit and he was doing the Daily Show from his house.
Yeah.
And he posted these YouTube clips that I really started liking the way he presented his jokes, and it was refreshing. It was really refreshing. And then after the pandemic ended, I just couldn't get enough of Trevor Noah. I just loved the way he did the Daily Show.
Yeah. He. Oh,
go ahead, man. Go ahead.
He did to Jay's point. He did the Daily Show from his home, and then when it came back to the studio, he did it with no audience, which to me is a bold move, and it shows how strong of a comedian he is, because he's like delivering these fucking punchlines to like 7 or 8 people of his crew, and you could still hear the crew like chuckle and shit like that, and it didn't like demotivate him, because he's like, in his mind he would be like, if I had a real audience this would kill. Like, he kept on going, and it showed like a real side to these celebrities.
Yeah, because I know Jimmy Fallon and Jimmy Kimmel and Seth Meyers, they all tried to do the same type of thing. They tried to do their talk shows at home, and it just wasn't the same.
Seth did it from his attic, didn't he? Or some?
I don't know. I know they tried a format like that where they were recording from their house, but Trevor Noah was the only one that I watched and enjoyed consistently whenever a new episode came on.
Is it because he was actually a comedian, whereas the others weren't really comedians? Like Jimmy Fallon was not a stand-up comedian. He was
Yes,
what?
he was.
Was he really?
Yes, Jimmy Fallon was a stand-up. Seth Meyers, I think he did improv, and he wrote for Saturday Night Live. He was a performer. And Jimmy Kimmel is, he was on the Man Show. I don't know if he did stand-up, but he's a personality. But
see, when I think Jimmy Fallon, I do think SNL, and I think acting and shit like that, but I don't picture him as hitting the open mic circuit and doing shows like fucking like Leno or Letterman, man.
I mean, before he was on Saturday Night Live, he had to do comedy somewhere,
Yeah, so. I think to Jay's point, before the pandemic, I mean, I've always known of Trevor Noah, and he would have some interesting clips here and there. Because I think he's a unique voice. He is from this age range of folks, or maybe a little bit younger, and he's very well spoken on a variety of different topics. And he's able to present those points in a way I think that is very easy to consume for people. So, when I think like Trevor Noah, I think, I got some stuff here and there from during the pandemic. But I think for me, what caught my attention was that, hey, this guy hasn't gotten a haircut in like 6 months. Because
he got full fro going on, man.
Yeah, and it was obviously because of the pandemic, and he was like, it was part of like his statement of like, well, I'm not going to get a haircut because it's not safe. I'm not going to put myself in danger, whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
But I think he's smart to leave the Daily Show now.
Why?
Because I feel like that format, the talk show type of format, is dying. I don't think that is like a platform for comedy anymore. It's an outdated type of format.
When do you think it started dying? Like around the Conan era, or what before that?
It started dying when YouTube got popular. Because no one's like staying up to watch the Late Show or the Tonight Show. They're watching clips.
No, and that's true. Like people would stay up to watch the late night show or the late night show. To be honest, it's been a while since I tuned in. All I see is all the clips I see are off of YouTube or my social media, or I hear the buzz of, did you hear what Jimmy Fallon or Jimmy Kimmel said? And then I Google it and find the clip on YouTube.
Yeah. Go ahead, Jay. Sorry.
I honestly wouldn't be surprised if he left the Daily Show and he started a video podcast. I mean, I think that's the new form of like the talk show type of comedy, where it's more of a video podcast, and you kind of like interview people, and like you can improvise and be funny.
Jay, it's funny. That was my next point. Is that aside from his hair, the thing that I noticed the most about Trevor Noah is that I would usually hear about him after he said something kind of like, not spontaneous, but something that was very pointed about whatever the social political temperature was.
Aside from Colbert, he was the only one that truly attacked fucking Trump, man.
Well, John Oliver.
Yeah. So with that said, I think to your point, I wouldn't be surprised if like the Trevor Noah like era of the Daily Show ends and it becomes like, Trevor Noah TV on like YouTube. And I think to your point, Jay, I think I wouldn't be surprised if and who proved it? John Krasinski. You remember at the beginning of the pandemic, he started a YouTube channel called like Some Good News, where he just shared
uplifting news articles.
Yeah, and it blew up. And not just because it was John Krasinski, but because it was like something unique and different. But he was sitting behind a desk, dressed like a news anchor, like just like Trevor Noah, and he did that on YouTube, like probably from his kid's bedroom or some shit like that. You know what I mean?
It's funny. I think CBS bought that, and then they told John Krasinski that they didn't want him to be in it. So it was so crazy. They wanted to do it without John Krasinski in it.
Yeah. Well, where is it now? Because I haven't heard a peep from it, and there's probably some people who still follow it pretty religiously.
I mean, it was funny when they had episodes on YouTube.
But yeah, so I wouldn't be surprised if the next like couple of years that it all goes to they film it whenever and they post it at this time, and then we just watch the clips of it because. That's famously how Dick in a Box became like the sensation that it was.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if there was a resurgence in like live comedy shows.
That's also true. And Dave Chappelle would be the first one.
Yeah, because people it's just saturated with so much shit on like YouTube and Netflix, and like people kind of want to they want to go see live shows. They want to see something different.
Yeah,
so
and
I feel like there might be another renaissance.
Yeah, and I honestly feel like the zeitgeist around like how you watch that content live, so to speak, has changed. Like people are much more comfortable with paying a little bit more to watch it in their home. So like, Ticketmaster may be selling, they may become the new pay-per-view. You know what I mean? Where they're like, well, if you want to watch it from home, you got to pay an extra blah, 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 or travel to whatever city or whatever state to go watch this person perform.
Yeah, but I mean, from the pandemic, people were kind of stuck in their homes for a little over a year, and now they want to go out, and now they're looking for stuff to do.
I agree with that, but I think that's going to go away quickly because we're spiraling into a recession with the fucked up supply chain and inflation. I think we're going to see some hesitation with people going out. I think you're right. I think people after the pandemic wanted to go out, and there was this sweet spot of a spike in probably live performance or even in tourism. But I think as we're approaching darker times again, not because we're still not over the pandemic, but because we're heading towards the recession or.
But that's when art is at its best. That's when artists are at their best, when things are shit.
So the last recession that we went through, name some of the big art movements you remember.
What year was that?
About 2008?
Yeah, 2005, 6, 7, 8. I don't remember, but I do know that like other than like tourism being down, I feel like, again, and I think I've said this before, that when the human spirit is pressed with like adversity, that is when the most creativity and ingenuity comes out. And so people find ways to do things to express those things. So I think, to Jay's point, I think, yeah, this may create a renaissance where, despite how much it costs, despite what is happening, I mean, these comedians, these people, they may just put their shows on for free because the money was lost anyway. You know what I mean? They've already paid for this product. To not put it on, you know, would be a waste of all the work they've already put in. You know what I mean? So you may run into a world where some no-name person puts on a free show at a venue that let them do it for free to then garner them like such regard that they become millionaires off of it. So we'll see what happens, Juan, after the dark times that are looming ahead of us. Speaking of dark times that are looming ahead of us, are you guys DCEU fans? You guys DCEU fans?
I'm any comic book type of fan.
Are you guys James Gunn fans?
I just know there's drama going on right now.
Yeah, there is absolutely drama going on in the DCEU or the DCEU.
Henry Cavill, is he safe?
No, he's gone, man.
They fired him.
Yeah.
So because I saw this meme of death going, it was death going to different star dressing rooms and leaving a trail of blood, and one of them was Gal Gadot. So did she get fired as well?
Yeah, they axed Wonder Woman 3.
Henry Cavill, correct?
Yeah, he was brought back and then he was not brought back.
So that doesn't make sense. Wasn't Gunn already like
no.
He wasn't?
No. So,
and he's getting like a lot of backlash, but he's standing his ground too, right?
I think he's just accepting it as, you know.
Well, you remember he was so beloved. Remember, everyone was very excited about James Gunn taking over the DCEU. They were like, "Look what he did with Peacemaker! I can't believe this. This is going to be amazing. Look at all these things that are going to happen. It's going to be beautiful." And this happened separate from what was going on with Black Adam and the Rock. Okay, so to answer your question, Juan, what happened there was that basically the Rock was on a crusade to get this Black Adam movie made.
Yes,
part of that was to have Superman in it, and the Superman that he wanted was Henry Cavill. So during that time, in the middle of the changing of the guards, and that, what I mean by that is I can't remember the name of the previous like CEO of Warner Brothers and DC. They were changing him out, getting James Gunn kind of in there.
And it's not just James Gunn. He's a
Yeah. So there's other people that have to say yes to this, right?
No, there is a second person, right? It's James Gunn and who's the second?
I can't think of the guy off the top of my head. But as all this is happening, so they bring back Henry Cavill. They do quick reshoots to get him on for Black Adam, right? And then The Rock was like, yeah, man, there's a changing of the guards at DC. Things are going to change. And then Henry Cavill was asked to do a social media post about how he's back as Superman, right? And so he did this, and then James Gunn is solidified in there as the
head,
the Kevin Feige, the Kevin Feige of DCEU, the extended universe stuff. And then 4 weeks later, Henry Cavill's no longer Superman, and Aquaman's probably Lobo, and Gal Gadot's no longer doing Wonder Woman, and everybody.
Wait. So he recasted Jason Momoa as Lobo?
So supposedly.
That makes sense. That makes sense to me.
Thank you.
No, I think that's a good.
The internet went from loving this man to hating this man with almost like they flipped a switch. So
is The Rock safe, or did he get canned too?
He also got canned.
I before we jumped on the air today, I read a quick article. People were asking Shazam guy, what's his name?
I know you're talking about Evan Peters. That's not his name.
No. That's
Mark Wahlberg.
no, fucking
Chuck.
Yeah, that's just one of the characters he played.
Zachary Quinto.
Well,
It's Zachary Levi.
yeah, there you go. There you go. Zachary Quinto was Skyler, right?
Yeah, he was Skyler.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was Skyler, and he went to Over the Bridge High when they had super. Anyway.
I'll go fuck yourself. People were asking him if he's safe as Shazam, and he said he's good, or he's Gucci, which I guess by kid speak that means he's good. Is he safe or?
So one of the things that that James Gunn tweeted was a photo of like this comic book story called oh my god, I can't. It's painted by Alex Ross. It's oh my god, I can't think of what the hell the thing is called. But anyway, he tweeted this photo, and it's of this very, very like famous DC storyline where the heroes are older and basically the city is ran by like their second, third generation superheroes. And Shazam, being one of the youngest people there, is like, spoiler alert, it's left up to him whether or not he gets to whether or not they save humanity, basically. So I think he could be safe because he's planning to use him for that, because he tweeted that and said making plans.
So the $1 million question is, do you think he will save and turn around the DC universe?
It don't matter.
What do you mean it don't matter?
It don't matter because people are going to pay to watch these movies anyway.
No, but I think they're going to pay even more because, I mean, look, he took fucking Guardians of the Galaxy, made it a success, got fired. People petition, not people, but the cast petition to have him back. Already has one in the can or ready to come out, and now he's the Kevin Feige of the DC universe. So with that said, do you think he's going to continue releasing garbage and taking people's money, or he's going to be shitting gold and taking people's money and not quick enough because people are going to be throwing it at him?
I mean, it depends. I mean, if I don't know what his plans are. Like,
yeah, I think that's the part that's very ambiguous right now. So, to redeem myself, the storyline that he put a picture up of was called Kingdom Come, very famous DC
Holy
story.
shit. I've heard of it.
This guy. Yeah, Kingdom came right in your mouth, King Kong. But I think that's the thing right now, is that no one knows exactly what his plan is, right? Because when they heard James Gunn, they would, because Zack Snyder has a lot of built up fan love from the Snyder cut, and there's lots of people who believe that like his run was cut short, and that James Gunn was just going to pick up what he had left behind and then James Gunnify it so that people would love it, so that the masses would love it. And I think that James Gunn kind of went in going, okay, this is my plate. I need to clear this plate so that I can put
Makes
together.
sense.
So I can put together this master vision. Now, that wasn't expressly said when he took over the role. He just said, I have a vision for what I want to do. So as things evolve, I'm happy to have all these whatever.
So do you think he'll do something a la MCU and say, this is phase 1 and we're going to give you this, or it's going to be like, buckle up, motherfuckers, and enjoy my ride?
what does that mean?
Meaning you get what you get and you're going to blow me because you're going to like it.
What?
So Juan, to answer your first question, do I think he's going to like phase it? No, I don't think James Gunn's going to do. I think he's going to make a series of interconnected stories. For example, much like Suicide Squad and then the Suicide Squad, where they exist in the same universe. You can infer different things, but none of them will be very specifically connected unless they are clearly continuous to the previous thing. For example, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1, 2, and now coming 3. Right? Obviously they'll have a through line. I think that's what I think he will do with characters that are all kind of in the same same universe.
What does this mean to movies or characters like the Joker, which already proved to have a successful movie and another movie coming up, and then Patterson's Detective?
Well,
I mean, those are Elseworld stories.
Yeah.
You know, like they're separate from whatever timeline that they're trying to do. But I think the perfect launching point for this whole universe is the Flashpoint movie.
Yeah, you guys, both you and Sean have been jizzing in each other's mouth about that.
Oh, yeah,
just like King Kong.
No, but like he still oversees like the Joker and the Batman, right? Like,
Yeah, I'm sure
can't
he
he
has.
just say? Can't he just say "fuck you"? Even though they did well, I don't want Joaquin Phoenix or Patterson as
He could, but
Batman.
he also needs to make money for that company. He can't just walk in there and go, all right, well, we're gonna not, like, he's not the Steve Jobs of that company where you can say, if we don't make money this year, it's fine.
Now, do you think WB is going to have the cojones to see him through, or are they expecting gold from the first James Gunn launch? Like, if he launches a movie and it doesn't make the $1 trillion that they want it to make, are they going to get cold feet and cut him after that, or do you think
Well,
they're going to write him out
If I'm
and
being
see
honest,
where it goes?
well, so two things. One, so right now, one of the controversial things is that, you know, he did Peacemaker and he said he's going to reboot or like recast this entire universe because he wants a younger Superman, and that's not where Henry Cavill is. So they're like, well, your wife is in this Peacemaker movie. Are you going to recast her? Because if you don't recast her, that just means you're playing favorites, right? And that's not to say that she can't be put in another movie. That's just to say that it's like, well, you know, what is he really trying to accomplish here? The second thing is, Juan, is that I don't think that James, I think that James Gunn is trying to manage expectations here. Like, because I think he knows exactly kind of the shit that the DC extended universe is in, right? Because we have seen them try multiple times to get this extended universe off of the ground, you know?
Yes.
And so I think he knows that WB wants an extended universe. They want to have like kind of their own money-making machine, just like the MCU, right? They just buying properties, right? This means 10 years from now, you know what? I hope the first movie he makes, Jay, I hope that it's a Batmite movie. That's what I hope. I hope that it's Batmite. I don't even want to, or it's like Mitzel-Spitalik. That's what I hope that it is. I hope, because that's very James Gunny. You know what I mean?
When is his first movie scheduled to be released?
Don't know. And again, and I think that's part of the problem, Juan, is that, like, you know, and even because like everyone knows why he's there, what he's brought there to do, like the difference between, because he kind of has a mountain in front of him, right, to climb. Because with Kevin Feige, they knew that he was kind of the head of the MCU stuff, but they weren't expecting him to create this tapestry of things that all interweaved and interconnected with one another. With James Gunn, that's literally what they're expecting, right? They're expecting him to somehow create 32 movies of history, of interconnectivity, playing on, you know, some massive comic book storyline that everyone kind of can read the hints of ahead of time. You know, Kevin Feige didn't have those kind of headwinds in front of him. So, like, you know, because every post-credit scene, every movie, everything that happens, they're going to be like, well, yeah, this is obviously going to be Crisis on Infinite Earths. This is obviously going to be, you know, blah, 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 blah. This is obviously going to be...
Wasn't there a movie where Keaton was coming back as Batman?
Yeah, Flashpoint, man.
Flashpoint. So is Flashpoint still happening?
And it can. I mean, it's like, it's there.
I mean,
it's done.
no,
It's a finished movie.
like it's done. But is he going to allow it to be released, or is he going to shelve it because it doesn't fit in with his plan, and then release it as fans foam at the mouth and request it like they did with the Snyder Cut?
What the hell are you talking about? I think that, to Jay's point, I think the perfect launching point for his universe to erase whatever he wants and is to do the release of Flashpoint movie and have the last thing he do is just, you know, erase everything because he fucked up, and then that's it. Like, it would be great. It would be great if the last scene in this movie is the same scene from the Zack Snyder Justice League cut where he goes, I got to go back in time or whatever, and he just blows up the universe and it starts over. It's done. It's done. But anyway, it begs the larger question, Juan, which is like, is DC going to have an extended universe? Like, is that a thing? And should these companies really be like focused on making these extended universes or focus on making really good individual films?
I think because it's a comic like DC, it should be an extended universe, because even in the comics, how many of the comics intertwine with each other? I mean, fucking DC created Super Friends or the Justice League. They intertwine with each other. It's bound to happen. I think it's cool to have their own standalone movies, but it's even cooler when you see Batman and Superman on the same screen.
Well, I'd rather have better stories.
Yeah, I would, if they interconnect, great, but I would much rather watch more compelling stories about Batman and Superman and Green Lantern and Wonder Woman. I take back my wish from Wonder Woman 1984. Fuck that noise. I'm sorry. I would much rather watch compelling stories. And they happen to be in the same universe, and Superman does a flyby. I don't want this reboot or whatever, to be the next like MCU. That's not what I want. That's not what I just really want really good DC movies. You know what I mean? Like stuff that I'll go to the movies and enjoy. And they happen to feature characters that I also enjoy. Now, do you think that based on the fan reaction right now that he will have a good first outing, no matter what that is? If it's Batmite, if it's, Peacemaker, the movie.
I think, I think whatever he puts out there, there's so much anticipation for what he's going to do that people are just going to watch it anyway.
I agree. I think people are angry right now, but they're going to see through their anger and see if he did fuck it up or if he shitted gold again.
I mean, people are going to get angry anyway. It doesn't matter who's in charge. Yeah. Whatever they do, they keep Henry Cavill. They keep all the same actors. People are going to go, well, they're getting a little old,
Yeah. Yeah, it's true. I mean, they waited too long to kind of keep this all going, if I'm being honest. I think I've said it a few times on the show just how much I love Man of Steel and the Zack Snyder universe of DCEU, despite its whatever issues people feel that they have. Someone sent me a text that goes, "Hey man, Henry Cavill's no longer Superman." I'm like, well, easy come, easy go. Honestly, I liked him as Superman, but it is what it is for me. I just really what's that?
Remember when he was first casted, how much people were up in arms because he was an American and Superman was the all-American superhero.
Yeah, so it is what it is. It leads me to my next question. I want to ask you about these extended universes. Now, Marvel is on, I want to say, like their 33rd or 34th movie, and this doesn't necessarily include the TV show, the TV stuff. Do you guys think that the Marvel MCU died with Tony Stark?
Well, I think one part of their fan base died.
Do you think that you think that Marvel has gotten kind of like lost in their own sauce a little bit, where like
I think you're right on that one.
I don't think so. I think they're building a new fan base, younger fan base, people who kids that are growing up with these movies are going to get old, and they're going to cherish those movies and characters as much as people who grew up watching Tony Stark and Thor. And
I agree. I agree. And Juan, it's funny you say that you think they're getting lost in their own sauce when you literally just said that, that DC creates comics that are all like, interconnected, and you wanted to build on this story.
Not all of them, but it's part of their allure. And the same thing with Marvel. Marvel creates fucking comics that are interconnected. How many fucking villains or superheroes cross comic book titles?
Yeah, but the point of these, so to capture new readers in comics, because they know that there's always a huge backlog of history, they create these huge crisis events, right? These huge crisis events that have a crescendo and then create a new standard. So for this generation of Marvel films, it was the Infinity Saga. That was a crescendo. There's some history there. It shapes the universe moving forward, and then you kind of start from zero again. So to Jay's point, yeah, they're rebuilding a new fan base. These kids that are like 10, 11, 12 years old, they're going to see these movies for the first time. They don't know who, Kamala Khan is, or Captain Marvel, or Moon Knight. They don't know who those guys are. But what they just did is create these new characters that they can sell to these young kids that are then going to link back to their old stuff, so they can still sell Iron Man toys, still sell Spider-Man toys, still sell Hulk and Thor toys, which are going to sell no matter what, because those are like mainstay characters. But now they found a way to like hook people into their new stuff. So, do you think that that core MCU, that feeling of going to the movies and watching an MCU film died with Tony Stark?
I mean, for a certain fan base, it did, yeah.
And do you think that Marvel will ever get to a place where they will have that kind of goodwill kind of circulating about them again?
What do you mean goodwill?
Well, after because there's lots of people who are boycotting Wakanda Forever because they feel like it capitalizing on Chadwick Boseman's death. There's also a lot of people who are boycotting it or aren't in such a rush to see it because they haven't had a lot of good, a lot of goodwill from the Marvel movies before it. And I'm trying to remember what came out before Wakanda Forever.
Honestly, I don't think it died off with Tony Stark, but I feel like it was too hard for me to keep up with all the shit that was interconnected, from TV shows to special movie TV drops to extended scenes and post-credit scenes. It just got too fucking complicated for me. And I think I liked the way the basic setup, how it started with Iron Man and the post-credit scenes and all that shit. I really enjoyed that. But now that I have to go and seek out even more fucking content to understand everything, it's too much effort for me.
I mean, you don't because it's not marketed towards you anymore.
Yeah.
Well, fuck you. Then that's why I'm not watching it.
Why are you mad at Jay for you don't like being told the truth in your face of what's going on?
No, it's just it's a lot to keep up with, man. I have other priorities. And
yeah, but there's these kids. There are these kids that are watching it and they're loving it and they're taking it all in.
They could go suck off Feige's stick.
Thanks, Juan. I appreciate that. Well, okay. So, before Wakanda Forever, there was Thor: Love and Thunder. And before that, there was Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness.
When am I getting a Hulk movie?
Well, then Universal gives up the rights to the Hulk. That's when you'll get a Hulk movie.
I mean, it's not easy to make a Hulk movie.
Yeah. I mean, you look at Ang Lee.
Norton was a good Hulk. He just wanted more creative control and fucked it up. And now Ruffalo, who's a good Bruce Banner / Hulk, has potential, and maybe Universal should strike a deal like Sony.
Yeah, but the thing about the Hulk is one part of the movie, there's no dialogue.
Yeah. It's just like
there is now if they use the
I don't think that Hulk is as compelling as because there's no stakes, right? Because the thing that makes Hulk interesting, Juan, is that you don't know what he's gonna do, right? You don't know if he's on your side. Like one of the things about the Avengers that was really fun to watch is that when he hulks out, you don't know if he has control or not, right? That's the tension that was built there. And then when he's like, hey, when Captain America turns around and says, hey, I think it's time to suit up.
That's my secret. Yeah. He just over that line all the time.
Well, yeah, because it's a great line because it shows you that he was, for the most part, in control the whole time. Right. And he knows which side he's on. So, anyway, but not to get too far from the point. So these next set of Marvel movies that are coming out, they aren't the MCU. They're not, Captain America and the Winter Soldier. They're not Avengers Endgame or Avengers Infinity War or Thor Ragnarok, right? They're not any of these these groundbreaking films. They are Shang-Chi and the Eternals and Thor Love and Thunder, with characters who people aren't that familiar with from this generation, and people like you, Juan, who don't want to do the research or don't care. And then the next set of folks, right, who are coming up, who are watching the TV shows. So, is the MCU ever going to have the same level of hey man, we need to go to the theater. I need to watch this next MCU film so that I can keep up. Or do you think that people truly have fatigue now? There's just too much shit.
Fatigue. But I'm not the demographic.
You're not.
Oh man, if I would have known you're gonna ride with do the rest of the show with a dick up your ass, man, I would have just muted your mic long ago.
I mean, it is. I mean, the market is oversaturated with a lot of superhero type shows, and Marvel is just one of the properties that's trying to keep up with all the different superhero type shows that are out there.
That's true. Yeah, and that's the other thing is that they also have a business to run. And, if they can keep people hooked into Disney Plus by tying these things ancillarily to the movies they're going to produce, why not make an extra, whatever it costs a month off of not even the Marvel stuff, because people aren't on Disney Plus to see Marvel stuff. they are there to see the stuff from their childhood. They're there to watch, with Tailspin, is that on there? I don't really know. They're there to watch Darkwing Duck. They're there to watch the Mighty Ducks. They're there to watch those things. And they go, oh, I can watch WandaVision too.
Yeah, that's your demographic right there, Juan.
Yeah.
Go fuck yourself.
All the old cartoons that you used to watch on Saturday morning, that they're marketed towards you.
Yeah.
I mean, they're bringing back X-Men 97. That's for you.
Yeah.
That's for you.
Exactly. And so then
you're making it seem like I'm not part of the same fucking demographic as you are when you're older than me.
I mean, I didn't even say that. I'm just saying that.
No, but you're alienating me and being like, hey, your demographic. I'm hanging out over here with the cool kids in my long shorts and going to go smoke the reefer behind the gymnasium.
Juan, I don't understand why it is.
The fact that you made that type of reference makes you look older.
Old and crotchety.
You know what, motherfucker? Let's meet at the flagpole at 3 p.m. Be there or be a chicken.
Make like a tree and get out of here.
Hey, Biff. Get your damn hands off of her.
Hey, Biff.
Hey, Biff.
I said, get your I'm
Get
sorry.
your damn hands.
Oh, sweet Jesus. So anyway,
Juan's like a 1950s bully.
Hello, McFly.
She is my density. Anyway, I am, personally like you, Jay, I'm kind of, the MCU, the DCEU, whatever that ends up happening, they already have my money. I'm going to watch as many as there are things I can possibly keep up with. I'll binge them. I'll keep up because I am interested. I'm intrigued. And yeah, I will admit it is oversaturated, absolutely oversaturated and hard to keep up with at this point. We're at the point in the continuity where if you haven't been on since the first couple years, it is a staggering task to catch back up. With that said, we would normally do a moment of piss and jizz right now, but jizz is already kind of checked out a little bit. So
Fuck you.
Speaking of staggering to keep up, we're gonna go on to the gauntlet now.
Hey, no. Hey, I'm glad that you say keep up, motherfucker, because I was counting on X amount of episodes to fucking overtake the gauntlet or get to a point where I surpass Jay, because right now I think Jay's beating me by 1 point, but you robbed me from that opportunity with the fucking 2.5 hour special from last week. So I say we do 2 fucking rounds this gauntlet episode.
Sure.
2 rounds. 2 rounds.
Sure. But you should know that Jay is not beating you by 1 point.
How many points?
Well, so the standings are right now is that you have 17 points.
Mm-hmm,
Jay
I remember that.
has 21 points.
How the fuck did he get? Oh no, he did do well last 2 weeks ago, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I walked away the last episode with 30 points.
Yeah, well, you're fucking rigging the shit.
What else I rigged, Juan?
Yeah, your mom.
As long as you fucking know.
You're a disgusting individual. Just get on with the fucking gauntlet.
So Juan, you want to do
7
2 rounds?
Yes. 7.
Alrighty. So Juan, in order to, you have the least amount of points.
3 seconds.
You ready, Juan? Can I?
7, 3 seconds.
Okay. So first of all, Juan, you have 14 through 58 to choose from.
15, 3 seconds.
15, 3 seconds. Here you go.
Happy days, motherfucker.
Jay,
Or what are the happy days with Richie Cunningham
I agree.
and Arthur Fonzarelli? Come on, Mr. C.
The answer is Parks and Recs. Juan, you are incorrect.
Yeah.
So that means you have additional
20.
3 points.
20. Go. Next.
All right. Well, Jay, it's on you. So which track would you like to listen to and for how long?
20.
I guess 20 for 1 second.
20 for 1 second. He's going for it, man. 20, 1 second. Here it is. Oh.
I know that one.
It's Alf.
It is. It is. Do you agree or disagree, Juan?
Agree.
Oh, man. It is Alf. It is Alf. I also agree. Well, you're at now.
Was he right?
Yeah, he was absolutely correct.
Play
that
it.
was Alf. You want, I'll
Play it, motherfucker.
I'll play the 5-second clip, man. How about that?
Yeah.
That is Alf. That is fucking Alf.
You know, it would be great if you had the Alf theme song from the cartoon as well.
Would you have known that?
Yes, because it had singing cats.
Wait, how many points do I have now?
You now have 26 points. You know,
25.
No, he has 26 points because he
25.
had 20. If you were listening, which you clearly were not, you would know that Jay had 21 points.
Okay, just your fucking turn. You picked number 25 for 5 seconds.
I picked number 25 for 1 second because I can't lose my lead in this double round over here. So I'm going to choose Juan. You chose track number 25 for me, as is tradition, for 1 second, and here I go. Oh, that's Saved by the Bell.
I agree.
I agree.
If that's not Saved by the Bell, then I'm going to die.
Blow me timbers.
That is Saved by the Bell, and I'll play 5 seconds for Juan, who doesn't believe it.
It's all right, because I'm saved by the bell.
Hey, yeah, that's fucking great.
Okay, I get my 1 second pity fuck. Go.
Well, no.
Fuck you.
No.
2 rounds includes 2 fucking pity fucks. Go.
No, Juan, you get 1 pity fuck.
No, I get 2 pity fucks. It's 1 pity fuck per round.
No. We get 2 rounds and then you get the 1 pity.
No. This is the first time we do 2 fucking rounds. It's like 2 fucking games. We skip 2 weeks. I get 2 fucking pity fucks.
Juan, no, because
yes.
Juan, you're losing anyway. It doesn't matter how many pity fucks I give you.
Then why are you scared? Give me my pity fuck.
I'm not afraid, Juan. We're just trying to keep
it smells like you're being fucking afraid. You're trying to keep with what we've done, but yet this is the first time we're doing 2 fucking rounds. So give me my 2 fucking pity fucks.
All right, Juan, I'm going to ask you to choose between 14 and 58.
15.
You did 15, stupid.
Shut up. I was hoping to catch it. 14.
1 second, 3 seconds, or 5 seconds.
No, it's pity fuck. It's 1 second.
We're doing 2 rounds, stupid.
No, it's 1 fucking pity fuck per round.
Juan,
Then 4 fucking, for number 14, 3 seconds. Fuck you. You guys are fucking cheaters. Go.
Okay.
Go. Just fucking do it.
Here it is. Oh, I know this.
I would like you to play it again, please.
Playing it again.
Martin.
I disagree.
What is it?
I disagree.
What is it?
I'm going to go ahead and say that it's Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Oh, fuck yeah. I've never seen that shit.
I agree.
And the answer is Brooklyn Nine-Nine. You know what, Jay? You know what? Because we've never done a double round before, we're going to split these 3 points. That's what we're going to do. You get 1.5 and I get 1.5. Look at that. Jay now has 27.5 points and I have 35.5 points. How does that make you? No, 36.5 points. How does that make you feel, Juan? I have to leave that rustling in so that people know you gave up on life.
It's my turn.
All right, Jay, now it is on you again with
22.
37.5 points.
22.
No, 27.5 points. So what's
22.
Which number would you like? You have 16 through 58.
22, 1 second.
22, 1 second. Here it is. Oh, okay. I know this one too.
Okay, I knew this one too.
Oh, it's Full House.
I disagree.
Play it again.
No, he already took a guess. Juan, you either agree or you disagree.
I disagree. Family matters.
I also agree. I disagree and believe it's family matters. And the answer is Family Matters. So you know what that means, Juan?
I get my 5 fucking points. Fuck you. And if you try to divide it by 2.5, I'm going to fucking go to your house and beat the shit out of you because I guessed it first.
Did you guess it first?
Yeah. Just play back. Give do. Yes.
So, Juan, because we're doing a double we've never done before, we're going to split these points again. You get 2.5 and I get 2.5. Look at you.
No.
No, that's fair.
Yeah. Well, how's it? Okay. And Juan, that would make it my turn again. And hey, don't worry, Juan. You're still going to get your pity fuck. Don't worry. Don't worry.
No.
That's Stop being a little baby, dude.
You guys are dumb motherfuckers. Fucking cheating bitches.
We are the cheating bitches.
I guess fucking Family Matters first. And you wouldn't even let me hear it again to solidify it. Just the fact that I did it by playing by your fucking rules, I should get my full fucking 5 points. So go suck a nut and fall off the ugly tree.
Are you done?
37.
Hey, Biff.
Get your
37.
goddamn hands.
Fucking cheater. 38.
38 for 1 second. Here it is. I don't even know this one, and I'm afraid I'm gonna go 3 seconds on this one because I don't even know it. Here it is. Oh my God! Oh, I know this. I know this. I know this. I know this. This is Arrested Development. This is Arrested Development.
If anybody knows it, it's Jay.
I agree.
That means Juan, I get 3 whole fucking points.
No, you get 1.5 points because Jay agreed with you, motherfucker. Because we've never done 2 fucking rounds like this.
No, if he disagreed and
Shut the fuck up, Jay.
if he got it wrong and we disagreed.
I said, no, shut the fuck up, dude.
So Juan,
No, it's you too. Shut the fuck up.
okay. So Juan, now it's time for your pity fuck.
Double time.
Which one would you like to? You know what, Juan?
26.
Hold on.
26.
Hold on.
26.
Juan,
26. Yes.
Time
Yes.
out. Time out.
Time out.
If you know what, for this round, so if we're doing a double, I will make your pity fuck worth twice the amount of points if you get it.
I don't
meaning
trust
that-
you.
I mean, why? We're really making up rules. That means that if you get it,
I just don't fucking trust you. You're a fucking cheat.
so right now, Juan, you're at 22.5 points. Okay, 22.5.
It should
points.
be 25 points.
If you get this one, you'll be at 32.5 points because I'll give you 10 points for getting this one second.
Okay, go.
Which means that you'll be in second place. You'll be ahead of Jay.
No, fuck you. We all know I'm not going to do it in 1 second. Just fucking do it, man.
I think your wife knows you'll do it in 1 second.
That's not what your mom said last night.
You're right. She said 30 seconds. But anyway, so what number?
And she said it was the
27?
best fucking 30 seconds in her life, dude. 30.
I'm sorry, Juan. Number 30. All right, so we have 32. That's the nearest number to 30. There's 29 and 32.
Okay, 32. 29.
Right, 20.
How's 32 the nearest number to 30, you dumb motherfucker? 29. Oh, este pendejo hijo de puta. Go, sweet Jesus.
All right. So track number 29 for 1 second. Here you go.
Doogie Howser, MD.
I agree.
I also
Suck it, motherfucker,
agree.
give me my 10 points.
I'm sorry,
Suck
Juan,
it, motherfucker, and give me
you
my
didn't
10
actually
points.
agree to the 10 points, so now you get 2 points.
No, fuck you. I get my 10 fucking points. Wait, Sean, do you agree or disagree?
Well, I agree.
Suck it.
I agree.
Doogie
Well,
Howser.
hold on. You don't know yet. You don't know. Could be anything. It was the 80s, man. Everything sounds the same. But you are correct. It is Doogie Howser, MD.
Mm-hmm. Youngest fucking doctor.
Youngest fucking doctor, Sean.
He's up there. He's fucking buried in poon. Youngest fucking doctor.
Youngest fucking doctor.
Oh my God. All right. So now here we are at the end of the gauntlet, Juan. You got your double pity fuck. I honestly didn't think you were
Say
going to
my
get it.
fucking score. Say it.
Juan, at the end of it, this leaves you at second place at 32.
Say my score.
32.
What are you at?
0.5.
Where are you at?
Me? Where am I?
Yes.
Jay is at 27.
No.
Points.
Fuck you. I asked you.
So
what
now
are you at?
Jay's in the last spot. That means he gets a pity fuck. Yeah, we're fucked, Juan. we fucked
he
ourselves.
gets a pity fuck next episode.
He does get a pity fuck next episode.
Not
We're
this
fucked.
episode.
But I will end this episode, Juan,
What is your fucking score? Just tell me your fucking score.
with 42 points.
The fuck you are. Oh, fuck you. Fucking cheater. Taking
Dude,
half
you're
points.
you're the one that wanted to do 2 rounds.
You're the one that wanted to do 2 rounds. And
No, but you
been-
guys robbed me. But I guess you gave me some points. But okay, fuck you. just fuck you.
Well, Juan, you sound like you are done. Are you done?
Yes, I'm done. You and Kevin Feige and fucking James Gunn could go have your nerdgasm orgy because I'm not part of that demographic.
Well, I'm glad you are done. Everybody, thanks for listening. Do you think that the MCU is over? Do you think that this chatbot AI is going to start writing better jokes or teach me how to deliver them better?
Maybe it'll teach you how to write show notes.
This chatbot could literally write better show notes than you. In fact, I asked it how to do so while we were talking about it. Anyway, tell us. We want to know. Juan, go ahead and stumble through your exit. I can probably get it to say the outro better than you. In fact,
it say the outro better than me while fucking over your mom and beating your ass on the gauntlet?
I mean, since it takes you longer than 30 seconds to do the outro, sure.
Okay, folks. You know what? Happy holidays. The end. No, don't forget to rate and review us on iTunes. Find us on all social media. We are on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Hurry up before Twitter shuts down. Our handle is at INCYCSHOW. You can email us your suggestions or comments at INCYCSHOW@gmail.com, or you can leave us a voicemail at the link in the show notes that were not created by a robot. Or you could email us or leave us a voicemail at www.anchor.fm/INCYCSHOW. Again, we have merch in partnership with lindamyra.com. Get your very own I'm Not Crying, You're Crying t-shirt. If not, we have other cool stuff. And don't forget, I like tamales and pumpkin pie.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.